unless he actually flashes through it. So Jesiz, he can be fairly safe and just shoving up the lane. Vayne comes in. Oh, hook again.
The hook caught straight onto CandyPanda. Had to use the barrier bait straight out of there. nRated does use some flames, tries to turn it back around. Svenskeren coming in. He's going to jump on towards Genja. Does manage to throw a couple of spears. There's the jump. The barrier being used. Has he got enough? The barrier's about to wear out. First blood comes in. Svenskeren gets him. Now they're chasing on towards Edward. Edward's going to try and escape through the jungle.
And once again, Gambit gives up first blood. Because yeah, Alex recalls, so they know he's not there to challenge it, and the rest of SK simply goes in, picks up the red buff. Now, oh, CandyPanda stunning Genja once again.
Again condemned on towards that wall. CandyPanda taking low, the stun comes out, Eddie's going to throw out the hook, has to get flashed out of by CandyPanda, hasn't really got the damage to capitalize on this one, although Edward taking low, he's going to go and the ignite's going to be enough, and nRated takes down Edward.
And SK Gaming's bot lane completely outplayed Gambit's bot lane.
He's had to make for a very long time, and it seems that he's adjusted very well. Svenskeren and Jesiz, they're on a blue buff in Vayne.
They are spotted out though. Can do the look at Edward. He's trying to come in from behind. Can he land a hook?
Svenskeren might pounce on him. He is. Diamond is hit level 6 though, and he's going to pull Svenskeren in, but that means Edward's in trouble. Intervention being used. Svenskeren will go down. Alexis gets the kill, but they're going to turn this one back on its head, and it's a double kill for SK Gaming. They're going to continue chasing. They can just go for the blue buff and take it for themselves. Panda tumbling in, that's going to be the lantern thrown out from Edward, keeping Genja safe. Svenskeren has gone on. Oh, look at this. This could be a 4-man dive in the bottom. There's going to be the Grand Skyfall. It's going to land on towards Genja. Diamond comes in, tries to hook on towards him, but Tibbers quickly turns that back on its head. Diamond's going to run away from this one. Jesiz is coming in from the side right now. The Cologne comes out, but look at this. He's just going to throw out the mines, throw out the bombs, throw out the rubber ducky, and Genja is in all sorts of trouble. Svenskeren's going to tank out that turret, flashes away. Fantastic play from SK. But look at Darien. He's coming in. Alex is just going to join the fight as well. Darien picks up one. Alex chooses not to fight it. Freddy teleports top. Great play one.
This can take the mid turret. So actually it goes kind of back and forth if they want to take it.
Well, we do see Jesiz taking that blue buff. Darien right now taking some damage from Freddy. That's going to be the infinite duress. Remember, Diamond can hook him in, pulls him in towards that tower. Freddy trying to tank it out. The ultimate's not going to be enough. It will be a kill for Diamond.
And there we see the combo when both of them have to...
So they're losing out in the early game here. Diamond, once again, looking at maybe focusing on towards Freddy. There we can see Darien goes in. Infinite Duress locks him up. Quick Impale, but it's going to be Svenskeren going to join this party. Freddy 1-2-2. Mega Inferno Bomb's going to land on both of them. And suddenly Gambit going to get turned around here. And Diamond's going to try and get away. He's going to get focused on Spear from Svenskeren. Will close this one out. They're closing back in towards Darien. The mines get down. nRated. Oh, Flash Tibbers not going to land. And the Swag Lord runs away.
But Ares
being focused, CandyPanda's going to be focused on. Diamond's going to come around towards him. CandyPanda pops that ultimate, turns the aggression back on his head and just keeps him away. Man drop this time is coming in. Oh, Flash Tibbers on towards Genja, but quickly nRated gets pulled in there by Edward, but Edward just gets dropped. They turn it around. The damage coming out from Svenskeren and Jesiz being huge, and it was Alex to got himself the kill, but it's another turret coming out for SK Gaming. It's a danger sign still, because Gambit, one little steal away, could turn that game. I don't think they need the Baron right now. I think they're in a good position, but just like that, Jesiz gets caught out. Infinite Dress being used. Have they got the damage? No. Tibbers comes in, quickly bombs himself away. Mega Inferno bomb thrown out. Look at that, the damage turned around. SK Gaming reacted to this one. They're going to keep chasing on there. Alex is doing what he can to keep him away, but Jesiz is safe. Look at that, 1 Q from Jesiz doing that to Diamond.
Diamond has 66 magic resistance at the moment versus a Void Staff, Death Cap, a Fiends, Jesiz. He's doing so much damage every time he hits him. And the teleport coming in.
Teleport, will it get cancelled out? Darien's not there. No, instead, Diamond's going to get focused on. Mega Inferno Bomb comes out. The invulnerability coming out in the intervention. But Diamond will get taken down. SK peeled off the Baron there really nicely there. But they just return straight to it, keeping it low. CandyPanda's actually pretty low in there. The Cologne coming out from Genja again. 1 water balloon coming out from Jesiz, taking out half the hit points. And SK Gaming pick themselves up the first Baron of the game. Bottom lane, and CandyPanda will follow through with the rest of SK Gaming, keeping that pressure on. They have the Siege Minion in there, and they continue to siege. The Baron buff, it's still got around about 80 seconds left on it, but will Gambit maybe, just maybe, engage on CandyPanda?
They have to try something. They can't just let another inhib go down, because SK is just going to keep extending the lead. They need to try a team fight.
There's a big wave of minions pushing in the top lane as well. They will be driving themselves in towards that inhibitor turret. maybe someone's going to have to deal with them at the moment. They're going to leave it to the tower. We see just in the mid lane, actually, Diamond is off there, not involved in this. He's going to try and sneak around the side once again, but Freddy just charging at him, making sure he stays well away from the rest of the team. Darien goes in, infinite duress going on towards him, quickly locking in. Svenskeren's going to go down, but what damage will that do really to SK Gaming? Not a great deal. Edward's going to get focused on here. Darien taken really low, he gets stunned up, and nRated getting hooked in by Edward, but again, no kills for SK Gaming. Look how low Darien got away.
Is on again. The Svenskeren, he's going to be the target for Gambit. He's the only one they can actually go for unless they want to go for the Trundle. Meanwhile though, SK just have to focus on hitting this turret a few times, backing out, then in again and again, and just always dodge the hook.
You see him just tumbling away. Eddie keeps throwing out the hook, focusing on towards it. Darien going to go in towards Svenskeren once again, but Darien's taking too much damage this time around. Has to take the lantern, but gets taken down by nRated with the flame. That will be the second inhibitor turret going down. The inhibitor will follow.
And Gambit was completely out of position right here. 3 members had moved backwards, and then he went in for this one.
Alexis comes in, but it's only Freddy that he can get towards, and Freddy happily will take that damage. Man drop going to come in. Diamond's been pinned down the corner there. He's going to get taken down. Alex comes back in, but it's a Nexus turret falling for him, and he's not going to be able to keep that one at bay. Diamond goes down in that top area. You can see the balloons keep on rolling.
Okay, so SK, they can stay, they're going in again.
Oh, Alex has gone out, has to use the intervention. It's not going to last long enough. He does manage to get himself a kill. Will he get away? No! CandyPanda flashes for it, gets the kill. Edward taking low. Final Nexus turret drops, and SK Gaming, they're going to end the game right here. They've taken down Fnatic, and now they're going to take down Gambit. What a week it's been for SK Gaming!
And what a great team. They're doing everything right in this game. They win the early game, they get CandyPanda.